Okay? Probably you wanted to have information stored so that you can retrieve it later. A phone, camera, cell phone, everything. Okay? So, examples such as your phone, sensors, for example, people who do farming and agriculture, sensors such as water flow sensors, humidity sensors. You have a farm, you want to monitor it and get that data so that probably you can control the farm wherever you are. So that's a hardware device. Anything that allows one to control remotely. You want to control your house, you want to control various aspects of your life. So hardware enables you to do that. So the question is, why is it not being done? I can certainly see that the text is certainly not being done. Okay. Problem might be the font. The background. Okay. So one of the reasons why it's not being done is because, as compared to software, making actual devices that solve problems is extremely difficult to do. So the time it takes between development of notification of a problem, if you know that there's a problem, and when you actually develop it, the time it takes in between 6 months to 1 year. So that's the actual time it takes to develop a product or a solution. As compared to software, you mostly need your computer, right? Mostly need your computer and probably a few other things, but the time is usually shorter. So having hardware actually enables you to solve problems quickly, and also enables you to custom tailor-make your solutions towards the problem. For example, if you had 500 acres of land, you wanted to do something to it, you had a specific problem. How do you solve that, right? Sometimes the hardware that is locally available is not able to cater towards your needs. So you need a specific solution, right? So, yes, oh yeah. So why cannot be done? So it requires a specialized skill set. So it needs a specific skill. So let's say, for example, this camera. So to make this camera, you need certain skills. For example, you need to know how to make the plastics. You need to know how to make the electronics inside. You need to design how it will stand and everything, and how the human holding it will actually work with it. So it requires a wide variety of skills. So these skills go across computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, the arts, all across. So, and also, it requires a large initial cost of investment. To make software, you mostly just need something that you can program or write code to control. For hardware, it requires you to know manufacturers, requires you to know people who actually do whole manufacture for you. You need to know how to design. It's quite a bit of cost involved. And also there is a relative and predictable development process. So let me give an example. For people who mostly make software, think about what if Google one day went under? What happens to all your software? For people who make Android, yeah? Yeah. So when making hardware, so let's say that you want to make hardware and then probably you say that I'm going to make 1 million pieces of this, I'm going to source this lens from this manufacturer. In case that manufacturer goes under, your product goes under. So you need to have enough view of how many manufacturers you're going to approach just in case any of them goes under. So it needs skill and also wide networks. So, next. So the other question is, why is it important to develop hardware? So one of the things that we're actually in the age of information, where people want to know. Can you imagine, let me give an example. Probably you're a guy, you're meeting a girl, and you're a girl meeting a guy, and then it's in the 1990s. You call each other on the phone and you're like, hey, I'm wearing a red dress, meet me at that tree over there, and they go. So just when you're there, Saturday 9 o'clock, then you go there, stand there for like 2 hours, you wonder, where's your Romeo or Juliet? So it's actually the age of information. Now, if someone hit you like that, honestly, probably, maybe you might not take that seriously, this today. So actually, information is actually very important. So sending information from one place to another is actually big business these days. One example is when you make calls. You see the profits that all these mobile networks are making, right? Yes, I know. So, yes. Although don't mention names, no bosses. So, one of the things that you actually transfer information from one person to another. When you talk to a person, all you're transferring is just voice from one person to another. Why? Because they want to know something. So having information is actually a very big business, and also is something that is relatively untapped, especially locally in Africa and in Kenya. So probably, so my role here is to actually make you understand the need behind it. So another thing is also, it gives the ability to tailor custom solutions. Now imagine, you guys heard of the situation whereby this Kyondo was, patented in China and things like that. Yeah, so now that's what technology does. You see, they came in, they saw, you see, people are taking so long to make these things, then they decided they can make it probably 10 times faster, mechanize it and everything. So they come and then they take away whatever is indigenous here. So it allows us to actually make custom solutions for ourselves. That's the advantage of hardware. For software, one difference, one thing that I want to iterate is that this is not a software versus hardware talk. I'm just comparing. So one of the things, people who make these phones for you and everything, they just make it so that they can earn from the hardware, and then you can be able to make as much software as you want. So it's kind of kufunika in a way. So actually being able to make your own solutions from the ground up is actually really important. And also safeguarding interests. You guys have heard of, okay, probably when I make hardware, I usually make such situation. So you're ordering certain parts probably to make a certain gadget, and then probably it's from the US or some chip of sorts, and then you have to fill a certain US federal export form, so that it ensures that you're not using whatever you're doing for terrorism activities, you're only using for civil use. So when it comes to something like that, so hardware actually enables you to safeguard interests, right? So that's what actually happens, and there's a reason for us to know this. Okay, so another thing